Hello everyone, Martin here. We just have a nice chat today. Don't do too many discussion videos on the channel. No, sorry, I want to try something different. Today, uh, new series or not, who knows? Just want to talk about my deck iteration with Vaalmonica. It's gonna sound a bit funky from so how I've gone from this is the current version, and I started here. But we've had all of these different versions along the way. Some of these better than others are worse. Because when it comes to deck building, I like deck building a lot. I think it's very fun. It's a very fun part of the game. I don't run down the path of making the best deck possible. I do try to make the best deck possible in the sense of best deck and also match what I want from the deck. But sometimes that doesn't mean I don't go exactly the best way. Sometimes I'm kind of bridging there. I'm kind of bending the line a bit for my own fun and pleasure of playing the deck. And I saved all these extra copies this time for this when I was messing this on the stream and such, so I can talk about it. So just Vaalmonica is the deck of the day because I was playing it because it was cheap on Master Duel, so I figured I might as well play it, try it out, and learn a thing or two. So how it kind of works was started with this deck, which I was me just throwing some stuff together. Obviously, I look at online, I see what other people play, and I see them, I take that in, then I either listen or ignore it. It depends on how I'm feeling. So I listen to it partly, listen and ignore other parts, and just I want to play with the cards. I kind of just play with them all, even the ones that seem bad, the ones that seem good. Just so I actually can play with the deck, have fun with it. The best way to load a deck is just to mess with the cards, really. This is version one. I threw Trick Clowning because it did defect damage. I threw no Zephyros for effect damage. I threw Evolution Synchron because level 4s go to 7. I threw the Beastals. I just threw everything I could think of just to throw stuff in. As you can see, I didn't play the quick play spell. Why did I not play the quick play spell? Well, I'm like, I didn't initially see the value. I said as I kind of just I had a different mindset when I first got. I kind of understood it, but I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna try different things first. Obviously, after trying some stuff on the deck work, I'm like, okay, now I see the value of this card. I see why it's good. But initially, I'm like, okay, I can see it being good, but would I need it? And the answer is yes. After I tried it a few times, I'm like, okay, yep, need this card. Obviously, another thing you normally wouldn't see is all these traps. You can play free of both traps. I thought it would be fun to do that, so that's what I did. Actually, that was me just trying a few things, went for zoos, went for some synchros. Yeah, that's what's version 1. Now, version 2. Version 2 was just a straight improvement of what I had before. Uh, this is just version 2 base, this is just upgraded version of the previous deck. I figured, I put in invite, added the impound because it's more consistent negation, and just messed around some more cards, took some stuff out, added assault synchro in to continue the effect damage, but also get us into a decent synchro, which kind of a 4. But over much to say there. Okay, it's just me testing the deck, just me throwing cards which seem cool, and just going over the card list to see what seems cool, what seems eh. And now I got the same section, which is version 2. Again, same idea, very much generic, pure Vermont deck, just different process. Took out all the extra burn cards, just the main deck. Got a Fenrir in, because Fenrir's a good card. Pretty much that's it. And yeah, playing more cards. I like, oh, okay, I need my stuff gets really hurt. Playing playing Corby, adding the Celine for this link plays I can do. And that's why I'm going to pause this pure Vermont stuff there, because afterwards, as you can see, I kind of just messed with a bunch of different things for the deck. I messed with more Synchron stuff, messed with Striker. Didn't really mess with Exo much because I didn't have the cards for Exo. I wasn't going to craft them all. But messed with them off platform. So I'm like, this is where I'm like, okay, I want to play them different decks. Because I do that a lot where I'm like, I know what, let's just try this deck of other decks. Even if the synergy is honestly awful, which I've done quite a few times over when I made replay videos when I had free time. I'm like, okay, these two decks have some synergy. Maybe have some anti-synergy as well, but I'm like, I'll go play them. So yeah, I went with Striker first because I had the idea because it was in a also pack at that time. Yeah, it's just me throwing the two decks together. Again, not much synergy. The synergy is that they're level 4, neat, raise level 4, and that hope with when you're doing your Monica combo, you send a lot of spells to the grave. So then hopefully you reach 3, which means you engage to get extra draw. Again, not really complicated. The synergy is like very bare bones. Sometimes that's the thing. Sometimes you're just like, okay, this seems fun. Might try together. Did this work well? Not really. It's not the best combo. I had fun with it. Lost a lot of games, but also had fun with it. Um, And again, and we had another example of that. And this is my just trying to, after playing the striker version, and here's me trying to make the striker version better. I cut out some cards, added some others. It is it is better, but also not best. Also, you can probably see me now. I don't really stick to 40 cards. I think my average is honestly like 42 to 43 cards per deck. It's usually if I want a card want to play, I usually try to keep it to 40, but I end up going to 42, 43. The big exception to that is it's when I really when I need a card. For example, when Rescuers came out, like said before, the new support, and you really need Hydrant, and it's like I need a damn card so badly. Whereas so that's why I always played 40 of that. Or if I don't feel like I necessarily need it, I do kind of flex between 40 to 43s. I don't really go above that often though, because at that point I am losing a bit too much consistency for my liking. But I do usually flex to like 41, 42, 43, sometimes 44. But yeah, the idea was just trying to mess with the two decks, trying to improve on the strengths of both from this version from the previous version to this version. Then we jump up to the Synchron stuff, which I think is an interesting version. This is probably the most interesting one, as in we've just gone heavy into the Synchron stuff, playing Assault, playing 2 Revolution, and playing 3 Tuning. Kind of like the logic for the tuning, obviously, is to search the Synchron stuff, but also because we can mill spells and traps. The idea is maybe we can mill some of the Vaalmonica spell traps, and if we mill them, we can also use the copy effect on the field anyway, which is nice. We're playing Ancient Fairy Dragon, Disc Colosseums. We can use Regulus, but also so we can go from this. So it also means we can also go from not just go from this to this Colosseum, but also go from this Colosseum into the field spell. To kind of vice versa as well. So if we only draw this and Revolution, we can actually but we also have draw this Colosseum as well, which means 3 cards, which we can still get to the Monica plays at least. By getting Sultry. Playing the refraining for Trisuka because I said that wrong. God, that's too late. Because yeah, honestly, and I know I enjoyed this version of the deck a lot. It has its issues. I'm playing one of this, probably should play 3. I had fun with it. I had fun with it. I think it was a decent deck. And now we're going to Runic. That's not Runic. This is Runic. This is the Runic version. Why did I play it with Runic? Because I was playing a lot of Runic at the time. I was playing a lot of Runic with Illusion, so I'm like, you know what? I want to try this for Monica. Again, the synergy isn't much. The synergy is basically, I'm like, okay, sometimes I'm not drawing what I need, so maybe if I use the Runics, I can draw a bit more. But obviously, you hear me say that, then it's like it's also 44 cards, which kind of goes against that logic. Either way, I kind of just use the power of the Runic cards to support my dumb game plan. Still playing the Revolution for some reason, mostly because different levels means I can go into other singers and stuff. But still, it was good. I had fun, and also because Revolution, because 2 field spells in the deck, why not? So yeah, so going from my so the idea is that I went from Monica, played with Monica pure to understand how the deck works. Then here's where I can just mess with all the different random ideas that came to my head. I do this quite frequently. Usually not in Master, usually on the Idiot Bro and stuff. Which I just I use a deck and I mess with just whatever random crap I feel like messing with. When I had free time, I would make replay videos of those random combinations. Now I don't, so I just play them on Master when I have a very little bit of free time. But then we go all the way back to pure for Monica again. I want to go back to pure because I do like playing decks pure. I just find that fun sometimes. Just I'm gonna play the deck as the deck was intended. I said that again. Sometimes I play the shit cards still. I shouldn't play this one. This card's crap. It's still not that good. But sometimes it comes up, and when I'm just having fun with a deck, but I'm still trying to make it good. I'm like, nah, there are flex spots where I'm like, I could get rid of this if I want to make it more competitive, but the moment we could leave it in. This is like the main example for this deck because I could cut it for a third imperm. I could cut it for the effect. I could cut it for Fenrir again. Same logic with this trap. Usually, most people don't play this trap because the other one is usually better in most situations. And I'm playing both. It kind of hurts the consistency, but also if I want to get Extra X 14 is because Typhon was revealed to come out soon, so I just figured I'll cut a slot for Typhon so I could put it in the extra deck. Yeah. Anyway, so me, iterating decks kind of just goes like the lines of, okay, learn how deck works first. smash it around, play it with myself, play it online a bit. Once I learn the deck works, understand its strengths and a bit of its weaknesses, I have fun. I just have fun throwing the deck. I can rip other decks. I have fun playing the deck by itself. Then eventually, I'll probably make a pure version, and eventually I start to refine my random ideas. Like after a bit of having fun, I started to, finally kind of simplify my ideas. As you can kind of see with these decks, where I kind of like refine the concept of what I wanted to go with the deck. Um, until again, I would play all these versions still. Even though there's different differences in strength can be quite prevalent sometimes. For me, always fun is always the most important thing. Fun usually involves winning, so that's just a fact. Like you can have fun while you lose, and obviously a good, tight game's always fun and all that kind of stuff. But winning is usually the most fun. So I don't go out of my way to make a bad deck to take a bad deck's sake. Like I do try to make a good deck. But I am probably pretty flexible sometimes with my choices. I will play some cards which I know are bad, but I like playing them now and again because they're kind of fun. But of course, I cut those cards easily if I want to, if I'm trying to actually, go a bit, try hard a bit, but also put them back in whenever I feel like it. Like, I will mess with my decks quite frequently when I'm not streaming. I'll just go throw new cards in, take cards out just to try different things. And if you're wondering why I have so many different copies here, usually I'll just have the one deck and just change cards in. As actually, for the purpose of this video, I had them all separate so I can go over them one by one. But then that was yeah. This is my what I did is Vaalmonica. This is how I integrate. Except for I do look at other people playing the deck. Okay, I didn't look at people. Okay, so in this case, I looked at deck profiles first. Okay, brain download information of how to play the deck. Then I played it first. Then I watch other people play it. Sometimes I watch people play the deck first. Other times I don't. It just depends on what my mood is. That's how you learn. You just learn by playing. You learn by watching. You learn by messing with the cards themselves. And I had fun. That's my main part. Is obviously I had fun. Winning is funner, so it could everything as everything goes. It's a balance of things. But no, that's how I went from this version of deck all the way through an upgraded version, another upgraded version, to a striker version, another striker version, to a synchron version, to a runic version, back to another pure version that I switch between when I feel like. Yeah, like I said, not sure how well this video is gonna convey my feelings on stuff. I kind of just wanted to just talk about this, um, on a one-to-one really, and this is what we got. Um, yeah, might do something like this again in the future. I'm not sure. Maybe I talk about my deck building process, like maybe in a different style, maybe in a different way when I have the chance. Again, I'm experimenting and trying something new with this. And so maybe I may try something different next time. Maybe I'll do the exact same weird format and have a bunch of different decks laid out here. Um, but yeah, no. I hope you guys learned something. You probably didn't. I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't. I haven't really given you much cool information. But this is just a little bit about me, a little bit how deck building can be. Um, besides all that, hope you guys have fun. Have a lovely day, everyone. And yeah, enjoy watching people play this game, enjoy playing this game yourself, or just enjoy hearing people rant about it. Whatever you enjoy doing, I hope you keep enjoying that. Thank you for watching, everyone. Take care and have a lovely day slash night slash morning slash afternoon. See ya.